Welcome back, guys. Today I am back in Bangkok in the street food haven that is Talat Phlu Market. Now, two of my subscribers have sent me down here to check out two different restaurants. Now, me being an idiot, I've come down during the day and both the restaurants are closed. But fear not, I am going to show you two really good street food dishes in the area. First, we're going to be getting Kuay Teow Kua Gai, a very good fried noodle and suki shop, and then I'm going to be showing you a local Thai vegetarian delicacy. Let's go. So as it goes, I'm actually quite glad now that the other shops weren't open. Hopefully the fried rice will be open by the time I finish here and I can show you that. But I have been meaning to come in here and show you this Kua Gai shop for ages. So this has given me a good excuse. So the shop's called Lee Heng Kua Gai and it's right opposite the entrance to Talat Phlu railway station. So not the BTS station, the railway station, which is right under the bridge where the actual Talat Phlu Market is. Now, the thing that first drew my attention to this place was the fact that they are cooking over coals. They're inside, but they're cooking over really high heat in a dao. So they've got dao, which is like a clay pot that you fill up with coals. You can barbecue on it or you can use it as a wok burner. So they're using it as a wok burner. The flames are like that. When they take the wok off, the flames are absolutely massive. So they're working exactly how I like my Kua Gai noodles over really high heat. If you've seen my video at Nai Hong or Beard Boy, it's exactly the same sort of setup. So they're famous, as I said, for Kuay Teow Kua Gai. Now, just in case you haven't seen any of my other videos, Kua Gai are pan roasted or pan fried. Kua means dry, so they're dry pan roasted chicken noodles. They usually come with preserved squid, but I've asked for no preserved squid, pamuk dong. But I have got prawns in mind. So let's take a closer look at exactly what I've ordered. So I've got some deep fried patongko, which is a nice little touch. I've got two nice, fat, juicy, very charred prawns. Let's take a look at the chicken. Sort of all wrapped up in the sort of noodly, eggy pancake that is Kua Gai. All right, yeah, so look at that, perfectly charred again. And this chicken thigh, marinated chicken thigh, we like to see that. Then we've got this wide sen yai mixed between stir-fried noodles and a pancake. Again, I said this in Friday's video, last Friday's video at a suki place, but I can't get enough of that high heat, charred wok cooking, like, and every piece of this has got that like blackened sort of, it's not burnt, what do you call it, wok spread. So good. The chicken, always thigh meat, so it's not dry. The problem I have with Kua Gai is I first ate Kua Gai and Kuay Teow Kua Gai and Nai Hong Kuay Teow Kua Gai, which are on the same little soy behind Chinatown. And that's how I thought all Kua Gai was cooked. So when I got it in other places, I was like, this is rubbish. Like dry noodles, dry chicken breast, just covered in MSG. I've got no problem with MSG, but I mean, that's the only flavor you can taste. The only other place that I've been to that I've really enjoyed Kua Gai is Beard Boy and here. So that should tell you all you need to know. All right, it's really good, but I'm gonna put some, put a bit of chili vinegar on. And I'm gonna put on some bon. It's already quite peppery, so I'm not going too much with it. We've got some sriracha here, but I'm not going to use that. But what I will use is a little bit of fish sauce because it's not salty enough for me. Usually I'm used to having soy sauce with my Kua Gai, so this is quite interesting. All right, try and break that up a little bit. Excellent. All right, so I'll try the noodles first. The noodles are like really squidgy, but they've got like a crispy char on the outside. I love the fish sauce addition, because usually with Kua Gai it's soy sauce. Really like that. I actually like to cook lettuce, as you'll know if you watch my other videos. Now it's also moist and oily. I don't think it needs the sauce. I know a lot of my Thai friends use the sauce to kind of cut that richness, but to me, Thai sriracha is just like chili ketchup. It just doesn't work for me. Very, very good prawns. The chicken thigh is amazing, cooked really quickly, marinated till it's almost brine, so it's really, really soft, really, really flavorful. I even like the deep fried dough. So whether you come here or you go to Suni Kalmudang on the railway tracks or Sap on the railway tracks, the Chinese opera singer, noodle, dumpling shop, Kanom Buang, there's so much to eat around here. It literally is like a street food paradise. The beauty of this particular shop is usually the Kua Gai shops that I like aren't open till the evening. This is open from 10:30 in the morning till 9:30 at night. You can come and enjoy these noodles at any time. They're really, really cheap. 50 to 60 baht a bowl, and they're absolutely delicious. They go into my top 5 Kua Gai in Bangkok for sure. They're also famous for suki here. If you want to know what suki is, you can just go back and watch Friday's video, because I did a suki video at an awesome suki and pad kapow truck. Right, so I've polished these off. Let's go and find something else to eat, because I did promise you 2 dishes on this video, and I will get you 2 dishes if it kills me. Let's go. This is Piggy Bank.
Yes, my name is Kap Phlu.
Kap Phlu.
It's me in English, Piggy Bank.
Piggy Bank.
P-double-O-K.
Puk.
Yes.
Kap Phlu. Kap Phlu is going to look after you guys because she speaks perfect English, so you don't need to mess around. Little bit, yeah, that's what she said to me. But so you don't need to mess about with my bad Thai. You can just come down here, and she'll look after you. Saphan Han. Saphan Han. She's just going to fry these off. So these are the Gui Chai, and usually they come like all soggy and like steamed. But here, Gui Chai hard, and they're actually going to fry them for us. They go all crispy and delicious, and we're just going to serve those with a couple of different sauces I'll show you in a sec. And if I wasn't so full, I'd get this as well. This is like it's like a deep fried, like it's basically this stuff, right? It's that, like squashed down and deep fried and then topped with an egg. It's unreal. I'm too full. All right, but good thing about this place, guys, it's got aircon as well. So we've got somewhere to sit. Nice little aircon number. So if you've been in Bangkok for any length of time, especially if you've been around the Jare festival, which is the vegan festival, you will probably have seen these. You might have tried them. If you're vegetarian, I'm sure you've tried them because there's not much other real true vegetarian choices. But for me, these are the king or the queen of vegetarian or vegan Thai street food, okay? So usually, as I said, they're just steamed, and you usually get them cold actually in a packet, and then for me they're not actually very good. Here they say deep fried. They're more shallow fried. They're like a big steel pan, like a cast iron pan. They're fried off, and then they're just served with some chili soy sauce, a soy sauce, dark soy sauce with pounded chilies. So I'm going to stick a scoop of the soy sauce onto my Gui Chai, and then also this Pik Nam Som, which is like a fermented chili vinegar, really, really good. So what they do here, they pound up chilies with garlic, vinegar, sugar, and a little bit of water, and then they cook it down, and then they leave it to ferment for a couple of days, so the flavour really, really develops. Okay, and I'll show you what the middle looks like. So it's just Chinese chives, Gui Chai, which are the same chives you get with pad Thai on the side and mixed up in with pad Thai, just for anyone who's not eaten a lot of street food before. And that's just stuffed into a dumpling wrapper made up of sticky rice flour, and tapioca flour. So they're really, really chewy and like gooey, but where they deep fry them here, you also get that crispy, crunchy outside. Plus they're hot here, and usually you get them cold. For me, this is just the best place I've had them. The soy sauce is obviously salty, but they've obviously got some sugar in there as well, so it's a little bit sweet. Adds a nice savoury note though to the dumplings, and then that sour, garlicky vinegar is just absolutely perfect on the top. As it's deep fried and it's kind of sticky, you want something sharp to just sort of cut that richness. top dish. The funny thing about this place, I thought this was one of the original Talat Phlu Gui Chai shops because they sell Gui Chai absolutely everywhere here. It's like nearly every stall sells it. But it turns out this is actually Saphan Han. That's the name of it, Saphan Han Gui Chai. And Saphan Han is actually at Ong An Canal in Chinatown where I did the canoeing with Paddy Doyle. So that was the original. They've also got a shop at Robinson's Bang Rak. So if you're in the sort of Ceylon Bang Rak area, you can go down and check that out. But yeah, just wanted to show you these really quickly because they are really famous in this area. I hope you enjoyed this makeshift video after the first two places were closed. Those videos were actually going to be really, really interesting because one of them was a chef from a 5-star hotel that lost his job due to COVID and opened up a crab fried rice stall in the market. And the other one was Canon Buang Yuan, so a Thai version of Ban Siao in Vietnam, so a Thai sort of crepe pancake or a Vietnamese crepe pancake. But they weren't open, but if you do want me to go back and check those out, leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll get that done. For now, I'm going to get back to my sticky, squidgy dumplings. I've got to eat these quickly because I've got to get back home. Thank you very much for watching. I've waffled on enough for today. Thank you to everyone that's been buying me a coffee, everyone that's been joining the memberships. Your support is very much appreciated. If you can't afford to do that, just everyone that's been liking and sharing the videos really does help. For now, that's it from me, and I will see you guys in the next one.